Hello friends, welcome to our channel Cbse English, the topper's choice. In this video, we are going to discuss class 9th third poem from the book Beehive Rain on the Roof. Here we go. At the beginning, we'll talk about the poet of this poem. Coates Kinney is the poet of this poem. Coates Kinney was born on November 24th, 1826 and died on January 25th, 1904. He was an American lawyer, politician, journalist, and poet who wrote the poem Rain on the Roof. He wrote poetry and his verses were collected and published in Cbse and Other Poems, which was published in 1855, and Lyrics of the Ideal and the Real, which was published in 1888. Of his verses, the Rain on the Roof, which was set to music, was the most popular. Theme of this poem. In the poem Rain on the Roof, the poet highlights the soothing and healing quality of nature. Rain is a healing phenomenon of nature. The poet relaxes in his room when the rain starts falling, and the sound of the rain creates echoes in his heart. The music fills the poet's mind with many fond memories from his childhood. Out of these dreamy fancies, the poet can identify a memory of his childhood that is associated with his mother. He remembers his mother's loving looks when he and his sibling used to sleep. Thus, the coming of the rain is always blissful and pleasant. Introduction to this poem. The poem Rain on the Roof, written by Coates Kinney, is about the rain. The poet recalls sweet memories from his childhood. When the dark cloud covers the sky and it starts raining, the poet lies down on his bed and listens to the pattern of the soft rain that falls on the roof of his home. The sound of the rain droplet brings back sweet memories of his past. The memories of his mother flash through his mind, and he remembers how his mother uses to tell him stories when he was a small kid. Summary of this poem. In the first stanza, the poet is describing the dark, rainy night. He says that the sky is full of dark clouds and the stars have become invisible. The clouds have moisture and they are full of water. They are floating around the sky and are about to bring rain. He further says that the darkness of the sky is making him sad. The rain describes his emotions as it feels like tears falling softly from the human eyes. The poet says that the thing that brings happiness to him is lying down on the bed with the pillow. His mood changes and he feels joyful after listening to the sound of the raindrop while lying on the bed and pressing the pillow. The poet says that every drop of the water on the roof has an echo in his heart. It brings thousands of dreamy fancies and imagination in the poet's mind. He elaborates that when he listens to the sound of the raindrop falling on the roof, various memories of the past recollect into his mind as dreams. These memories seem like weaving of threads and making a patchwork. In the last stanza, the poet describes his mother. He remembers his mother in his memories, who is no longer alive. He says that his mother used to love him a lot, and she called him darling. She allowed him to sleep till sunrise. His mother looked at him every night as she knew that she would not see him till the next morning. The sound of the raindrops reconnects his memories with the present. Every time when rain falls on the roof, it brings back old memories and reminds him of his mother. The repetitive rhyme or rhythm of the raindrop evokes all his memories. Now we'll discuss literary devices used in this poem. Rhyming scheme. The rhyming scheme of the poem is AB, CB, DE, FE. That means second line rhymes with fourth and sixth line rhymes with eighth. Number 2, personification. Personification is a figure of speech where non-living objects are described to seem like people. And here in this poem, darkness has been personified when the poet says that it is sad. It is in stanza number 1. Again, recollections is personified when he says that they weave dreams. It is in stanza number 2. Number 3, alliteration. It means the repetition of consonant sounds, especially at the beginning of the words. Here in this poem, these are the examples. In stanza number 1, humid shadows hover. Here her sound is repeated. Starry spheres. Here sir sound is repeated. Press the pillow. Here per sound is repeated. Lie listening. L sound is repeated. In stanza number 2, busy being. Here b sound is repeated. Rain upon the roof. R sound is repeated. In stanza number 3, memory comes my mother. M sound is repeated. Darling dreamers. Here D sound is repeated. Number 4, onomatopoeia. It means the use of sound words to create a dramatic effect and auditory imagery. And in this poem, patter is sound word used in stanza number 1. It is the sound made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop. Again, tinkle and patter, these are the sound words or sounds made by the raindrops in stanza number 3. Number 5, transferred epithet. It means a figure of speech in which an epithet or adjective grammatically qualifies a noun other than the person or thing it is actually describing. Here in this poem, melancholy darkness. This is an example of transferred epithet. The darkness is not melancholy, but it refers to the sad people. And dreamy fancies. Here also transferred epithet has been used. It does not mean that the fancies are dreamy, but refers to the people who have dreams. Now we'll discuss the main points of this poem. The poem is about the pleasant sound of the raindrops on the roof and the positive feelings that come to our mind after listening to this sound. The poet says that when the dark clouds gather in the sky, covering the stars in the dark night, and the night begins to weep in the form of the rain, It provides us relaxation when we are in our bed with a pillow. When the raindrops fall on the roof, the sound of every single drop touches the heart very deeply. Suddenly, thousands of dreams begin to come to our mind and we start recollecting them for us permanently. The poet again says that in such circumstances, the memories of his mother come to his mind. He remembers that his mother used to be with him till the dawn in such rainy nights, when he would have the good dreams. Even at present time, after listening to the patter of the raindrops on the roof, he feels such memories. So dear friends, if you have liked this video, please click on like, subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon to get more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching.